Hello, it's WendyMichelle Thompson, and we are 6 days away from Thanksgiving, which means, of course, people are Christmas shopping already. And I just put out a video about some of the worst holiday gifts that you could buy someone. And it was things that I ran across. I actually did a keyword search on it, and these things came up. I did the same with this particular list in the hopes that maybe it will help you think out gift shopping a little bit better. Some people are already doing Black Fridays early. Typically, it wasn't until the day after Thanksgiving, and then it kept getting earlier and earlier. Before you knew it, it was like on Thanksgiving Day, even before people were probably eating their Thanksgiving meal. This year, it makes sense that with people not being able to go out and online shopping being more and more the thing, there's been Black Fridays offered, I know, since Halloween, basically. And these are two different lists that I found. One was USA Today, and I'm not sure who had the other list. Not sure. I didn't write that down for some reason. Oh, I know what it was. It was just someone had listed it, and there wasn't a name. It was one of those types of things. But anyway, these are the 20 most returned, exchanged gifts the day after Christmas, the days following Christmas. A lot of them, I know why. It's just because you don't know them well enough to get the right size or what exactly is their thing. Maybe it swallows them whole. The colors doesn't look good on them. For example, I look horrible in white. And so there's just not really anything that is white in my closet other than what my now husband has given me in the past. He just had this thing every year for a while, giving me some kind of white type of hippie looking white blouse, which, had it been a color that I liked, I probably would have loved it, because I like those flowy types of shirts to go with jeans and sometimes little jean shorts, and you can wear them with a lot of different things. You can go to a medieval festival and wear it, but white, no. I guarantee you, if I put on something white, it's gonna have a stain on it in 2 minutes. I'm gonna miss my mouth and have drink down the front of it or whatever. But white is just not an appealing color on me. So just keep these things in mind. And some of them are inexpensive gifts, and sometimes you can go great with buying inexpensive gifts. Other times, no, you really do need to put a little bit more thought into them. But I will just give you a combination of these two lists. And I believe out of the two lists, all the information that I gathered, there was only one duplicate. It was worded differently, but, pretty much the same thing. All right, so one is makeup. Makeup is one of those things. Some people are okay with drugstore makeup. Some people are okay with those little makeup kits that you can get where they package them as, hey, this is a great gift idea, it comes in a basket and it looks all pretty. But some people just want their designer makeup or their makeup from Ulta or Sephora, and so they're gonna exchange something like that. There are good inexpensive makeups out there. There's some that you might as well just throw them in the trash because they don't have enough of the pigmentation for it to show up. It doesn't look good. The color's all wrong. So, okay, makeup is on the list. People return makeup big time. They return glassware. Lots of people have tons of glassware, especially if they're someone around my age. They've been getting glasses, whether it's for, drinking glasses, glass plates, glass platters. They have plenty of it already. Toddler clothing. Okay, now I know it is so hard to fit kids, and so many people mean well, but gosh, kids grow so quickly, and a lot of times things just have to be returned because either maybe the person bought them out of season, and of course they can't wear it then, and when that season comes it's too small, or it just doesn't fit their kid in particular. Whatever it is, clothes are really hard to buy for someone unless you know them really well. DVDs. It's another thing. You just have to know, hey, what type of things do they like to watch? Do they have it already, possibly? So you would have to know them pretty well to know, oh, okay, is there something in particular they won't? And be careful, because when you ask them, hey, is there a certain DVD you would like to have? Well, tell them, okay, I'll get that for you, because if they tell everybody that, they'll end up getting 5. Okay. They may be returning 4 of them, right? Athletic apparel. I love my yoga clothes, my workout clothes. I wear them out big time because I'm pretty much, if I'm at home, I'm in workout gear. I love them. I even wear them as my pajamas. I don't have a pajama set. I'm not a big pajama person. It'd be nice to have some for like a really cold night when you have the fireplace on or whatever, but really you could go without pajamas. Candles. Now, there's candles that you can buy everywhere, but I know in particular, I want a candle that is not just pretty, but I want it to actually have the scent. And so many candles are just wax. They may say they smell like brownies or whatever, but unless you go and spend a little extra money and buy the really good candles in nice candle shops, yeah, I like lighting candles, and I do it all throughout the year, but they're also very seasonal with me. Of course, I have all kinds of ones for fall and for Christmas, and some, like, I just love having some that remind me of my dad. He used to grow roses, and so that you really want some kind of candle that is well made. And if some people, my father-in-law hates candles because he thinks of them as a fire hazard. He's just scared. He's terrified to death that we're not going to put it out. He'll go to bed early and he'll say, make sure you put out that candle. Sweets. That's another thing that's just very, very personal. I am very particular about sweets. I've never been someone that's been a big sweet lover. I'm sort of glad that I would prefer my meat and vegetables over eating a sweet, but yeah, I'm gluten intolerant. So, there's just so many different candies I can't eat because there's wheat in everything. And then I've never liked things like sweet tarts, pixie sticks. Be careful with your sweets. And, that just seems like something, there's just so many different candies or desserts and all that people would like for Christmas. maybe not so much. Maybe they just really struggle with sweets and they're wanting to lose weight and they're wanting to cut down on their sugar. Try to keep things like that in mind. You don't want it to be a temptation for them if they're trying so hard to get some weight off. Video games. That's another one that's difficult. You don't know. I have seen, being a mom with kids that just love video games. There was for a particular time, I didn't want them to have video games that were very violent. They were R-rated games, and you have to pay attention to the age they are and ask their parents, is it okay if I get so-and-so video game for your kid, or do they have it already, or what version is it that they don't have? So a lot of video games get returned. Common kitchen appliances. Yeah. I've had Christmases where I've gotten many of the same thing. I'm thinking, wow, there must have been a big sale on this particular thing this year. And someone thought, well, I'll just get 10 of those and knock out a lot of gifts all at once. I tell you what, so many things are digital now. So many things are so upgraded. There are some really cool things out there. They have very expensive prices on them. But yeah, you might want to check with people and say, hey, is there anything in particular? Someone's a newlywed. Well, my husband and I just got married in February, but there's the things that he's had, and there's the things that I have, and then I have a ton of stuff just in storage. I have things just still in boxes because there's no reason to open anything up because the kitchen's already equipped. Now, one thing that was definitely on both lists, it says, one says shoes, the other says footwear. Another very individualized gift. People are picky about shoes. It's hard to fit people with shoes unless they're actually with you and you don't mind them knowing what they're getting. I know I would always have to have my kids with me, that I would want them to pick out the shoes that they liked. Of course, had to be able to afford them as well. As they get older, their shoe taste goes up on the expensive meter and all that. But yeah, could end up getting shoes that are too wide, too small, too big. They don't ever get to wear them. They just don't like them. They hate them. And I know with teens, they'll like them one day, the next day they don't. Shoes, yeah, it's just in footwear in particular. Now, there's some great shoe options that come in a catalog. My husband, it is very important that he wears waterproof boots to work and also steel-toed. And they're very expensive, and yeah, I just leave that to him because he knows what he likes. He knows what's comfortable for him. He's tried so many different ones. He knows which brands work best for him. I did buy him some Nikes one year, and I knew he would like the color because it was the same color as his favorite basketball team. He doesn't wear the tennis shoes that often just because he's more of a boots person, really year long, and I'm like that too in a way. But yeah, he did wear them out the other night when we went to Outback to have something to eat. But shoes are hard to buy for anybody. Pajamas on the list. Cardigans and jumpers. Do people really wear cardigans anymore? I mean, other than the elderly. And then with jumpers, I know they're trending again with younger ladies and older teenagers, and of course toddlers and babies look adorable in jumpers, but I'm thinking, me, you're not gonna ever see me wearing a jumper. I don't like them at all. There's just some things, just like me in white blouses, white, anything really. I have this one white t-shirt that's some merch, and I really liked it because it was the particular YouTuber's thing that he says at the beginning of every video, but it only came in white, and I'm like, figures. And I wore it one time, and I wore it all day, and managed to not get any stains on it. But yeah, and then it says tops. Yeah, who knows? Everybody's very specific about what types of shirts and tops that they like. Jewelry. Now this next one, underwear. I can see, like when my kids were younger, I of course would be buying their underwear. I'd be buying my own underwear. I'd buy underwear for my husband. But very specific sizes and what they like and whatnot. Bags and purses. I just think that and jewelry are two things that I would completely stay away from unless they actually said, this is what I want, and the color, and you know, the size. With me, when it comes to purses, it has a lot more to do with how many compartments and things are inside of it, and I'm not into big bags because I'm a petite person. I don't want to be overpowered by a huge bag, you know, something that looks more like luggage if I'm carrying it. But yeah, but one of the first things I do is like, oh, if I like a purse, and I just recently bought a Vera Wang purse that I loved, but there was quite a few Vera Wang ones. I was like, wow. And I studied each one with all the different compartments and zippers and all that, where you can stick different things in different places, and it still is small and looks nice. And it's hard to buy things like that for people. I think that's where, if you don't know for sure what their particular style is, and they haven't said to you, this is the one, and you have a picture of it, or you have the URL for it, I don't know if I would do that for jewelry or purses for anyone. Dresses, again, I have a funny story about a dress. That's another story time. But I will never buy a dress from Wish.com again. Now, the customer service people were great about it, and I did not even have to return it. But it did not look anything at all like it was presented in the pictures online. The color was completely off. It was horrendous looking, and I hate to admit this, but yeah, I was looking for my wedding dress and was going to get it off Wish.com. Now, I've got a lot of things off of Wish.com. I don't want to put that company down. For one of my bonus sons, I mean, he has asked me to buy quite a few things off of Wish.com for him for previous birthdays, but he had the particular items that he wanted, and the sizes and everything, and he was happy with all of it. The thing with Wish.com, it is most likely coming from China, and everything's going to be shipped separately. And so you may save a lot of money buying things from Wish.com, but you don't know how long it's going to take to get it. And yeah, you just don't know if it's gonna look anything like it's supposed to or if it's gonna hold up. But like I said, I had a good experience with being able to talk to customer service about it. I put that dress on. It was horrendous. What a joke it was, really. And I like had screenshot their advertised picture of what it looked like, not the color. Oh man, it did not look anything at all. And they were like, we'll refund you right away. We are so sorry. And you don't even have to worry about shipping it back. And I thought, well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. And I'm like, well, do I throw it away? What do I do with it? I mean, I can't see anybody wearing it unless Zoe has some kind of thing at school one day where she would maybe dress as someone historical type of dress, but still, it's like a peachy color. I was looking for like a light rosy mauvey color, and yeah, it looks, ugh. It was horrific. So, you know, if you have good experiences with Wish.com, that's awesome, but don't look for your wedding dress on Wish.com. I knew better. I definitely did. I thought, but you know, I've had good experience with it with my son Caleb, and I had bought some clothes for him and all that. But yeah, when it comes to your wedding day, and you know, we're trying to keep everything as inexpensive as possible. Oh wait. Anyways, the next one is food. I would think, depending on what it is, that would be hard to exchange anyway. If it's perishable, you may not be able to return it. I know just with COVID going on right now, there's been a lot of things just your grocery store won't take back unless it's something that you just purchased from there yourself. You have the receipt and it's bad. It's spoiled. The bread is moldy. They'll accept that back. But last thing, hats, scarves, gloves. Most people have lots of hats. Only so many people wear scarves. Some people wear them as a festive thing at Christmas time. Some people wear very nice, fancy scarves that go with their work attire. And, you know, there's all kinds of different ways to tie them up and make them look beautiful. But, yeah, hats, that's a very personal thing. Gloves, one size does not fit all. Oh man, if the glove doesn't fit, you must quit. I couldn't help but say that. Anyways, guys, those are the things that are most returned after Christmas. Gifts given to them. They're returning them. They're exchanging them for different sizes, different colors. Keep that in mind as you're doing your shopping. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm putting this out right now because people are Christmas shopping already. I hope this benefits you in some way. Please put in the comments the gifts that you have had to return. I want to hear about specific stories that, whoa, why did someone think I would want that? Some people, I mean, they do mean well. This is not to hurt anyone's feelings, but yeah, if you return something that you're just like, I cannot believe I've got to return this, and it's probably going to be 4 hours standing in line somewhere right after Christmas. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to go this year. Everybody standing 6 feet apart when customer service is just loaded up as it is usually with these gift returns. Everyone have a very blessed weekend, a wonderful time, Thanksgiving. I always worry about people over the holidays because it's a sad time for a lot of people that have lost loved ones and they're on their own and they can't even jump online and face chat with a family member or a friend, or they're depressed. Please make sure you reach out to your loved ones, even if it's just by phone. If you have just a few minutes to send a text, do it. God bless you all. I love you. And I hope the holidays are a big blessing to each one of you. WendyMichelle out. Talk to you soon.